Hey, and welcome back. I grew up believing in this guy, the Yeti, or the abominable snowman. It was a time when still parts of our Earth had not been fully explored. There was the mysterious Amazon jungle, the depths of the sea, and the heights of the Himalayas. And one man, Edmund Hillary, became world famous when he accompanied Sherpa Tenzing to the summit of Mount Everest. They were media stars, heroes of the day. I still wear my 1960s Norwegian mountaineering sweater because of Hillary. And we all believed it was just a matter of time till we captured real pictures or a live Yeti. Expeditions had found giant footprints in the snow and made plaster casts. In Nepal, there were myths and legends about creatures that lived in the high mountains. So in 1960, Edmund Hillary, with a bunch of scientists, set out on Expedition Silver Hut. I'm sure he needed no excuse to return to his beloved Himalayas. So did they find the Yeti? Well, the answer is no, because that's not what they were really doing. It turns out that the Silver Hut Yeti expedition was a front. It's actually called the Himalayan Scientific and Mountaineering Expedition of 1960-61. Led by Edmund Hillary, was sponsored by Chicago-based World Books, an encyclopedia company. They set out from Kathmandu in September 1960 and returned to London in June 1961. The real mission was not to look for Yeti, but to do physiological studies on humans in high altitudes. It was an international team of scientists, some with military backgrounds. They set up this base camp at over 25,000 feet, incredibly high, and did experiments on themselves. Oxygen levels, what they ate, what they drank. After a long and hard winter, where they did manage to scale some peaks and suffered some accidents, eventually other people came and took part in the experiment by light aircraft. One of the most interesting aspects of the whole expedition for me is the name of it, the Silver Hut. It turned out the Silver Hut is an extremely exotic and expensive building. It was made of marine ply molded into separate sections and coated with some, it doesn't say, silver material. It was able to be carried in rucksacks and then constructed high up in the Himalayas. The hut must have been incredibly well built. It remained in the Himalayas for years and was used as an emergency medical center for climbers. But I'm personally really disappointed. As a child hoping to find the Yeti with the star Edmund Hillary, it was just a front. I feel I was misled or tricked. In the same way as we all were over the deep sea manganese mining story, which of course was just a cover for Howard Hughes and the Glomar Explorer attempting to lift a sunken Soviet nuclear submarine in the Pacific. Deep sea mining never really happened, and we never found the Yeti. They did come back with these intriguing footprints. But according to Hillary, when plaster casts were made of these possible Yeti footprints, it was discovered by the team that they were most likely human footprints that had it enlarged by being melted in the sun. So the bubble was burst, and that was the end of Yetis. But maybe not. There was one set of evidence that really captured the world's imagination. Nepal claimed they had real Yeti artifacts. In a local museum is a Yeti paw. And even more mysterious, a Yeti scalp on a piece of bone. It was agreed that these rare and amazing artifacts could be taken back to London for examination. When closely looked at, the Yeti paw turned out to be human bones wired together, and the scalp was goat skin. The Yeti myth was almost over. So I thought, but because I live in France, I have access to the French internet.
Alors qu'il descend d'une pente escarpée, les excursionnistes voient au travers d'une crevasse en contrebas une large créature velue qui marche debout.
Not available for normal Google searches, this French expedition filmed a Yeti. Here is what they brought back.
Soudain, la créature se redresse et s'éloigne en marchant. À ce moment-là, les vidéastes éprouvent des difficultés avec la caméra, mais nous pouvons encore apercevoir 2 fois la créature.
Weird stuff. Was it a real Yeti? I don't know.
Jusqu'ici, tout le mythe du Yeti ne reposait que sur...
This extraordinary footage is only available to viewers in France.
Pensez que la vidéo est authentique.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could all watch material that wasn't geo-fenced by Google? What I do know is you now can widen your internet search by having Nord VPN. It lets you change where you live virtually and access the Google search engine for any country in the world. I use NordVPN every single day to search mainly for stuff in the United States. And only because I like it so much, I'm recommending it to you. And NordVPN kindly are offering you a special deal. Use this discount code, Prof Simon, to get over 72% off a 2-year NordVPN plan. It's almost free. I know you'll love it. Give NordVPN a try today and discover your own Yeti.